Wouldn't it be amazing if you could predict when something will happen, like finding a new job or meeting the partner of your dreams or finally moving into your new home? And this is why so many people turn to the tarot cards to find out what is going to happen to them and, more importantly, when. But let's be real, because predicting the future with the tarot cards is not always accurate nor guaranteed, and it's not an exact science. And what's more, we thankfully have the ability to use our free will and choose what we will and won't do, which in turn can change the timing of an event. So, with that in mind, how do you predict the timing of an event with tarot and access that intuitive guidance that you're seeking? Well, in this video, I'm going to share with you two traditional timing techniques that you can use to narrow things down to a specific time period. Plus, I'm going to share two further techniques that will not only show you when something may happen, but also how to make it happen sooner if that's what you truly desire. So go grab your tarot deck and a notebook and let's get started. Now, when most people think about tarot, they think about it as a fortune telling tool, something that's going to tell them exactly what will happen and when. But here's what's wrong with that. Our future is not set in stone. And sure, we have a general life path and a destiny, but we also have free will, which means we ultimately get to make our own decisions about what we do next. So say your tarot cards tell you that you're going to find a new home in 3 months' time. And what might happen is you get complacent, you choose to do nothing, and then guess what? Your new home doesn't eventuate. And then you end up feeling disappointed. Maybe you even feel cheated by your tarot cards. You see what I mean? Now, second, the tarot cards themselves do not pinpoint exact times and dates. There's no card in the tarot deck that says 9 a.m. on November 11th, for example. And sure, you can start to narrow things down to seasons and astrological phases, but it is not an exact science when it comes to timing with the tarot cards. And then third, having read for tarot for over 10,000 people, I have to say that tarot is so much more powerful when you use it not just to predict the future, but create the future just the way that you want it. And the insights offered in the cards go way beyond just if and when something's going to happen. And instead, they actually show you how to make something happen. And that way you can achieve all of your goals and your dreams a lot faster. But here's the thing, I know that there are times when even just a little bit of extra insight into the timing of events could be immensely helpful. So I've put together these 4 techniques to help you use tarot to guide you when something might occur. So with that in mind, let's dive in. Now I want to start with 2 traditional methods for predicting timing that are going to help you to narrow it down to a specific time frame. Now the first technique to work with is with the suits and the seasons of the cards. So in the minor arcana, there are 4 suits. There's cups, pentacles, swords, and wands. Now, each of these suits corresponds to the seasons. So cups cards typically represent summer. Swords represent fall or autumn. Pentacles represent winter, and wands represent the springtime. So if your reading was mostly pentacles cards, then you could assume that the timing will be in winter. Now, the suits can also guide you towards how long something might take to eventuate. So wands can represent days, swords represent weeks, cups represent months, and pentacles represent years. And you can match them up with the number of the card to give an indication of when something might happen. So for example, you get 2 of wands, that might mean 2 days, or the 5 of cups might mean 5 months. Now remember, this is not an exact science, and there might be times when you get conflicting information. For example, you pull the 2 of wands and you might interpret it as 2 days, but then you realize that 2 days from now is still winter and not spring, which is associated with the wands, right? So you also need to tune into your intuition and look for other clues in your reading that are going to guide you towards an indication of timing. All right, the second traditional method is to combine the suits with astrological phases. So, for example, the suit of swords is associated with the air signs, Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. So if you receive a swords card in relation to timing, it may suggest that it will occur during a Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius season. Then there's a suit of wands. Now that's associated with fire and the relating signs of Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. The suit of Cups is associated with water, and that relates to Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. And then finally, the suit of Pentacles is associated with the earth signs, so Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. Now, the Major Arcana also works in a similar way, as each card is associated with specific astrological signs. And again, it is not an exact science because it doesn't pinpoint a specific date or time, but in a reading, it can provide some clues as to when something might happen. So those are two traditional timing techniques in tarot. And now I want to share with you two of my personal favorite techniques. Now, both of these techniques provide guidance around the timing of an event, but they also empower you to take the necessary steps to manifest them even more quickly if you so desire. So the first technique is to simply interpret the card intuitively as it relates to timing. So let's say if you pulled the 8 of Wands, it might show you that things are moving faster than you actually realize, and the event may occur very quickly. Or if you pull the 4 of Cups, it might reveal that you're feeling a little bit cautious about proceeding towards your goal, and that in itself could start to slow things down. But if you wanted to speed it up again, then you need to get clear on what it is that you truly desire and what's important to you so you can say yes to the right opportunities as they appear. So that man sitting underneath the tree and the cups being presented to him, right? So you can see that you can use these insights to guide you around possible timing and to empower yourself to make decisions that are aligned with your desired outcomes. Now, the second technique I want to share with you is super powerful for understanding when your desired outcome is nearby. Now, you simply need to add this question into your next tarot reading. You ready? So what will I experience when my desired outcome is near? What will I experience when my desired outcome is near? So for example, let's say you're looking for your dream home and then you pull the 10 of Wands. So this card, it's all about releasing burdens and going through one last challenge before you reach your destination. So it might indicate that moment that you finally let go of what's been weighing you down. Maybe it's money issues or too much clutter. And when you do that, that's when your new home is going to manifest. Now, of course, if you want your new home to manifest sooner rather than later, you can actually find ways to release that heavy burden now. Or let's say you wanted to know when are you going to find your true love and you pull the Knight of Cups. So this card reveals to you that you'll know that your true love is near when you meet someone with Knight of Cups characteristics. So like romantic or open-hearted and youthful energy. Now you can keep your eyes open for this type of person, and then when they enter your world, you're going to be much more switched on and in tune to know that they are quite possibly the one for you. Now what I love about this method is twofold. So first, it helps you notice the signs and synchronicities that are going to lead you to your desired outcome. And second, it empowers you to create the conditions required for success. So that way, the more that you tune into what's going on around you, the more you can align your actions with the natural flow and ultimately manifest your desired outcomes more quickly. So there you have it. You've got now two traditional timing techniques that you can use straight away to predict when something may happen. And even better, you've actually got two empowering techniques to really help you not just predict your future, but create your future. So that way you're achieving your goals even sooner than you think. I'd love for you to try these out in your next reading and share your experiences below. And if you want to learn more about how to read tarot in a more modern and approachable way, there is so much for you to learn here at Viddy Tarot, because we've literally helped millions of people around the world to develop their tarot skills and to read the cards with confidence. And of course, we would love to help you do the same. So take the next step in your tarot journey by clicking below. Hey, if you loved this video, then make sure you check out this next video and subscribe to our YouTube channel. See you next time.